Number 7, everybody. How does the payroll debt affect my ability to get financing or keep operating? Will the banks see CRA liens? Well, remember, the CRA doesn't do liens, they do writs. There's a big difference between the two. But the CRA will contact your bank directly with requirement to pay letters, and sometimes they'll do requirement for information letters. Now, the bank has to be careful on those. I'm actually suing a bank in BC for divulging information about my corporation to that Mark McDonald loser out in Surrey, BC. So the banks, they will give your information away, but they do have to be careful what they give away. So will the banks see your CRA writs? Yes, they will. Will clients or suppliers find out if there's a payroll debt problem? Eventually, if the CRA is not getting anywhere with you, they will call your clients if you were foolish enough to tell the CRA who your clients are. It's amazing how many of you out there have done this, where the CRA sends you a sheet of paper saying, you have to fill this out, tell us who all your clients are. And you do. I don't understand why you would do that. I really don't get it. Truthfully, I don't get it. I get a big black marker and put a big slash over it, a couple of F words on it, mail it in. Done. Now, there's a couple times where I've picked up dog excrement with it and just mailed the smear. There you go. That's what I think of your paperwork. All right. So what is it with everybody being so eager to fill out paper? Who's paying you to do the paperwork? Who is paying you to do the paperwork? That's the big question I ask everybody. Are you paying me for my time? You think I'm working for free? It's not going to happen. And they'll say stuff like, well, it's your obligation. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have zero obligations to the Canadian government. Let me tell you the obligations that I have. I have what's called a societal contract. So I kind of do have an obligation not to kill, not to steal, not to blow things up, not to commit SA, not to commit crimes. Why? Because I'm hurting people. That's number one. And number two, I go to prison for stuff like that. And you'll notice how whenever the Canadian government was giving me a difficult time, that they never had any real crimes. It's hate speech. He talks too much. That's what the government says. But you notice how I've never been arrested for assault or bar fighting or beating up a prostitute or break and enter, because I don't do that stuff. That's the social obligation. But I've still chosen to abide by that. I could choose to break the law. I've chosen not to break the law. As with the CRA, because there's no tax law, there's the Income Tax Act, which is not a law. I have no obligations to the CRA whatsoever. So if the Canada Revenue Agency wants me to do something for them, I must benefit first, which is you can pay me, or if these cowards who want to see my books would ever come down here to see my books, gladly, I'll have my whole camera crew there filming these idiots. All right, and you guys can see what an audit really looks like live right here on freedomreport.ca. All right, so come on, everyone. Let's think this through a bit more. Stop telling the CRA who your clients are.